Well, lots of new things are coming to Call of Duty. Let's see what's happening in Season 4. What's on, guys? J-Hoyd back with you today. Welcome back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. We are back here once again on ranked play on a map that isn't even in ranked play anymore, at least for hardpoint, and that is Terminal. So we end up frying in this one. It's a little bit of an older gameplay, so the ranks and everything doesn't really match up, but it's good gameplay nonetheless. Been hanging on to it for a little bit. But yes, like I said in the intro, Season 4 is upon us as of today, and I wanted to kind of go over what is new in this update, because of course the guys that are playing multiplayer, ranked, we haven't really gotten a lot, right? We got a few new maps here and there, but you know, they're not really great, and we still have some, you know, not so good maps in the rotation. So hopefully that'll change here in Season 4, but let's take a look though. On your screen is Season 4 update as of today, which is perfect. So yesterday as you guys are watching this. So Call of Duty Warzone, you got buyback solo, so those guys that play Warzone, good for you guys. You got some new features as well, some gulag variants, the bunkers update. Like I said, I haven't even really touched Warzone, so a lot of this I don't really understand. But you got specialist perk packages, kill streaks, unlimited tac sprint boots, you got a runaway public event, POI updates, new guns, new rewards. You have qualifiers for the World Series of Warzone. That's kind of cool. Scump represent. And I think there might have been one in between that, but still super cool to see. So obviously a bunch of new stuff for Warzone. For multiplayer, which everybody is hopefully excited for, we do have a few new maps, which is always good. We have Tokyo, which is a night map, and if we know anything about night maps, you know that night maps ain't it, right? You gotta have day maps. It's just plain and simple, you have to have day maps, right? Night maps, I'll say rarely, but I can almost not think of a single one that is a good night map. And usually when it is a night map, it's not good. So maybe it'll play well, but as long as, you know, you have some good playability to the map, it might be viable, but still, night maps are usually not it. Then we also have Paris, which is, okay, so we got a couple of big city maps here. So again, I'll have to wait and see, get some good gameplay on them. And then we have in-season update as well. We have Incline, which is a 6v6 map, as well as an in-season variant map being, is it Das Gross? Another 6v6 map. So, of course, we'll have to get some gameplay on those maps just to kind of see how they are, give our official opinion on them. Oh, something else is cool, though. We got some new game modes, or some reintroduced game modes, I should say. So we have Demolition, which honestly was one of my favorite game modes back in Black Ops 1, other than like Domination and Search and Destroy, as well as, you know, Capture the Flag. You have Hyper Cranked, which Cranked, if you're not familiar with that, does it is pretty fun, but a lot of people like to play really stupid in that one. Then you have Cash. I'm not exactly sure what that one is, but you know, we'll have to give it a test. You have Mutation, which is another one, so I wonder if that's like an infected type game mode. Not exactly sure. And then you have Headshots Only. Okay, that's a classic right there. And then Havoc, whatever that may mean. So a couple of returning game modes, couple of new ones, couple ones you're not really sure what they are, but still, new stuff in the game is always good. You know, like I said, Demolition, Hyper Cranked, you know, I played those ones before. Headshots Only, not a big fan of, but, you know, does return. Ranked play, we got some new stuff. Look at this. We have some weapon camos. Looks like it's a little green and black. It looks like some weapon charms, some more decals. You have the season refresh, so of course it sets you back a bit. Then we have some new perks, being the mission control vest. Again, not exactly sure what that is, but we'll have to figure that one out in game. You have the compression plate, which is a gear, so I'm not sure if that's like an armor type deal or almost like a plate from Warzone type deal. I'm not exactly sure. We have some new kill streaks as well, being the loitering munition, which looks exactly like a UAV, but I guess, yeah, we'll see what that one is. The missile drone, could that be like the Swarm? I'm not exactly sure. The IMS, it kind of looks like a landmine in a way, but yeah, I don't really know what that is. And then the DNA bomb, which, is that the nuke? Is that other stuff? I don't know what that is. So I guess, again, we'll have to wait and see. Zombies, I guess, does get a little tiny little square in all this, being an in-season unstable rift. Sure, got something new there. And then we have some new operators, weapons, and more. Oh boy, what is it? So we got some new stuff in the Battle Pass, in-season Sledgehammer. Looks like we also have a shotgun. What looks to be an AR, could be a submachine gun, I guess, as well as a marksmanship rifle, which almost looks like the M1 Grand, if you will. What else we got there? The aftermarket parts, which I have not touched once. We have a couple of new skins in the Battle Pass, which I guess is cool if you're into that kind of thing. So you got Soap, Void, and Hammer. So again, if you're into all those operators in the Battle Pass, I guess you got some new stuff to look forward to. You have Black Cell as well, which I think Black Cell's been around for a bit. I don't know if that's just like an ever-changing, thing, or if that's a certain thing, but there's some new stuff or a new variant or something in there. As well as a couple of new events. You have Critical Countdown, which, again, not exactly sure what that is. As well as in-season Altered Strain. Not really sure what that is either. Then you also have, I'm guessing, a couple of new characters or a collab or something here. Being RX-78-2. It looks like a Power Ranger, if you're asking me. You have Ariel. Again, not really sure who that is. And is it Zaku? Almost looks like a guy from, is that Star Wars? Or Star Trek? I don't really know. As well as some more weapon blueprints, large decals, and the Gundam, I don't know, event. So apparently that's all part of the same collab, I would guess. So other than that, you have a new vehicle in Warzone. Looks like a side-by-side, so I guess that's pretty cool if you're into driving vehicles in Warzone. As well as a top-secret collab, which, if I'm looking at it, it doesn't really look recognizable as, something that really sticks out. Looks like a few people holding guns and stuff that are wearing helmets. So I know that's not really too specific, but they didn't really give us much, or that's just a generic picture. I'm not exactly sure. But again, we're season 4. We're in the end of May, start of June. We still have, 3-ish months or something like that before the next game comes out, 3-4 months, whatever it is. So I'm glad they're still adding stuff to the game, but of course, like we've always said with Call of Duty, is you got to get stuff in before Champs, because once Champs comes along, the player base, I don't want to say goes away, but the player base usually after that switches to something else, takes a little break before the next COD comes out. Obviously, there's still people that still jump on and grind and still play. Or maybe they'll go back and play some old Call of Duties and kind of, especially if the next game is a Black Ops game, which we'll be talking about after this video. But some people will go back and play those old Black Ops games for nostalgia, just kind of go back and, play something different, play a different Call of Duty. But again, some really cool stuff coming, some new game modes I'm pretty excited for, a couple of new maps. Again, we'll have to wait and see to see how those maps play, and lots of new stuff all around cosmetically and, for Warzone operators, the whole 9 yards, which is always great to see. But that is Season 4. We do have one more thing here, that over on Twitter, we did find that the Season 4 update has some new stuff that is, not in that Season 4 kind of graphic there. But Intel CDL said Season 4 update, so 6-star hardpoint now has 4 hills, plus the old hills added back. So I know there was 5 hills, and I know some of the hills were pretty controversial, especially the water hill, which was absolutely terrible. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what hills they are to kind of see, if it plays well, if it doesn't. And then the one thing I think I am most excited for, given what I'm reading, environmental explosives removed from High Rise. So if you guys haven't played High Rise, lucky you. If you have played High Rise, you know exactly what we're talking about, where there is 1 million propane tanks, 1 million barrels, You know, you throw a grenade and half the map explodes. Like, there almost needs to be, like, a rain of, like, 100 grenades dropped from the ceiling before that map is played. Wait about 2 minutes, and then you actually spawn in, right? Because, oh my gosh, that map is stupid to play sometimes. But then we also have increased damage range on the cruise missile. Yeah, it feels like the cruise missile sometimes does not make any sense. Where people are hiding in a little hut that normally would be destroyed by the cruise missile, somehow doesn't get destroyed and doesn't damage you at all. So I understand why the buildings wouldn't be destroyed because, you know, video game. But again, if it's real life, real situation, that little like shack on high rise is getting destroyed, the person inside dying, and it's going to explode that whole little area. So hopefully that will be something interesting to look for. Next thing, decreased footstep volume. Yes, thank you. I mean, I always don't play with my headset super loud anyway, but I mean, you know, maybe I'll have to crank it up a little bit for ranked play now. But next thing is the MCW increased the headshot damage from 1.1 to 1.25. So I'm pretty sure before they had nerfed it, maybe they, you know, found a little something different with it, so they added it back up, just the headshot damage. And then also the Rival 9 increased the damage range on that as well. So, of course, we'll have to play, figure something out, and see how those new guns and the new, I guess, elements do fare. And then also, the pro players will reportedly be playing on this patch, being the new Season 4 patch, which also includes a trophy system change, which blocks 2 throwables, tacticals, grenades, whatever it may be, but throwable items instead of 3 from the previous update. So something that'll be cool for competitive. That I think they limit themselves to like 1 or 2 trophies. So, you know, given that your team, you know, throws all of their equipment and it all gets blocked by a trophy when you have 2 trophies, then now you're actually be able to break hills with grenades, and hopefully this will be a beneficial thing for Call of Duty, especially as a competitive standpoint. So lots of new stuff in Season 4 that I'm looking forward to. Some new changes for ranked play as well, which I'm pretty excited about. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you did enjoy, hit the like button down below. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys are most excited for here in Season 4. And as always, guys, we'll see you in the next one.